Welcome back to Avowed. Last video, I believe the last video, we found one of the totem pieces. And we got attacked by some sneaky little tricksy little dwarves that tricked us into their camp. Yeah, they paid for that. After they kicked my ass, then I kicked theirs. Anyway, something came to mind off camera, and I don't see anything here. Let me see, blah, blah, blah. We have not talked to the council in the keep. Soulless Keep, which is... where is Soulless Keep? The Thriving Archive. Soulless Keep is here. We haven't talked to the council yet. We have to do that, I think. I think we need to do that. I just remembered that because, you know, because we went by the thing there and where the door to the council was, and Barry said, "Oh well, are you ready for this? Here they are. They're in there. They're behind that door." So we didn't do that. We got to do that. And then something else I want to do real quick. I want to see what the enchanting on a magic missile does. Mistle, not missile. Mistle. Magic mistle. So we can power attacks deal moderate stun to nearby enemies. Killing an enemy gives you plus 50% reload speed for 10 seconds. Okay. So, nothing really great there. How much money does that cost? Doesn't look like it costs any money. Oh yeah, 4 grand. Okay, that's going to cost me 4 grand. I don't know if I will use this weapon or not. We're going to hang on to it. Power attacks deal very high stun. So, why would you enchant that to do moderate stun to nearby enemies? I'm sorry, I was having a hard time reading that. So you can stun enemies. You stun a whole bunch of enemies. Or reload speed. Let's do this. I'm going to do it. Cost me 4 grand. No big deal. So let's look at something. Let's see what that says now. So I guess I got rid of the stun. The very high stun. I don't like that. Let's reload the game. I don't like that. Yeah, I like the very high stun on the guy that's attacking you. I don't really care to stun the nearby enemies. That doesn't really... So it does change that, doesn't it? So when you do this, infused shot does very, so okay, so that changes the infused shot. Interesting. Very interesting. Nope, let's do something here. Let's look at like this one here. Power attacks deal high shock damage to nearby enemies. Okay. Heaven Strike. Power attacks deal high frost accumulation to nearby enemies. Okay. One last trick. I have an incendiary charge on this one. Bullets now deal low fire accumulation and bounce to an additional enemy within range. Huh. See, that is still much better than this one. I mean, the Hammer Strike is nice. Nearby enemy, but this one here just ricochets. This is 349 damage. This one's a little bit more damage. This is 383. 349. 383. So we're not going to do any more enchantments today. Let's not do that. Okay. Alright. So in order to go see the council, we got to take Marius with us. And I forgot, Marius can train us, but I don't think he will because we have not been questioning him enough.
Boy, what do you need?
Let's talk about Gawain's tusks.
What do you want to talk about?
Can you tell me about Solace?
This place was named after Gawain, but I always thought Magrin held more sway here. Lava, high temperatures, and a giant Bleste volcano in the middle of the region tell me the goddess of fire had something to do with it. Even Solace has the good sense to send a prayer or two Magrin's way. Hard not to when your home is surrounded by Magrin's fury, but sure, give Gawain the glory. Maybe that's why Magrin's so Bleste angry all the time.
Do you have any tips for surviving?
Let's see. There's basically no game out here. Well, there's some game, but not enough to keep you from starving. That's not true either. If you don't mind beetle paste or questionable mushroom stew, you might be able to find enough to eat. I grew up with that stuff, so I don't mind it. And I got a tolerance for the, well, effects from the mushrooms. For you, I suggest sticking with the beetles. Or just rationing out the dried fish and fruit we got from Thirdborn.
What can you tell me about Solace? Okay, we just did that. Is he going to repeat that
Mount
again?
Forja erupts every few years. Usually just small little burps of ash and a few extra lava flows. It's like it wants to remind everyone it's still here. Which is ridiculous, really. Smell that rotten egg scent on the wind? That's Forja. As much as I want to blame it on Kai. Just another reason the people of Solace tend to stay inside. Let's see. Lava. Everywhere there's lava. The good news is that it's usually cool enough to stand near without bursting into flames. You can use the lava flows to navigate around here, like you would a river in Emerald Stair. But I'd suggest sticking with the roads. The lava also provides light and heat at night. And setting up camp near a lava flow can protect you from Zarups and the like. Anything that wants to eat you likely doesn't want to risk swimming in molten rock to do it.
Okay, well, we still got more stuff.
There's more out there than I could tell you about. Best you go see it for yourself.
Okay, so he's done. More
Let's
tips?
see. If you find a large crack in the ground, don't stand over it and breathe deeply. Just trust me on this. Sure, it's all fun and games when someone gets a face full of gas from underground and everyone laughs while they act all stupid. But then, everyone's sorry when the poor Nimdude starts dry heaving and bleeding from the eyes and ears. A few minutes of dreariness and hallucinations are not worth the risk. Though, they are very fun hallucinations. Yeah, just don't inhale gas clouds from beneath the ground. Really, don't do it.
He still got more.
There's more out there than I could tell you about. Best you go see it for yourself. Let's see. Stay off the ground as much as you can. Don't lie on the ground. And if you're up and about, keep moving. The magma flows pretty close to the surface, and the ground gets hotter than you'd think. I've lost a few boots because I stopped to rest and forgot to put up my feet. The heat from the ground cooked my boots in just a few minutes. You already know what burning leather smells like. And if you don't need to find out now. There's more out there than I could tell you about. Best you go see it for yourself.
He's done with that.
Let's see.
Survival tips?
This is weird for me to say, but if you're out in the wilds in Gallowayne's tusks, you're already losing the survival battle. Stay on the roads, and keep the coast on your right so you know which way is north. Keep moving, and get to Solace as quickly as you can. They don't love outsiders there, but the Wardens won't let you starve or burn to death on their doorstep. You'll find Warden patrols along the roads from time to time. They carry extra supplies, but not much. Usually enough to get you back to Solace. They generally assume no one's out in the wilds here by accident, and the only reason for most people to be here is to go to Solace.
You tell me anything about same thing,
There's
right?
more out there than I could tell you.
Yep. Survival
Let's
tips?
see. Not sure what else to tell you. The best survivalists in the lands don't come here if they can help it. A lot of it is luck and sheer perseverance. There's more out there than I could... Let's see. Not sure what else to tell you. The best survivalists in the lands don't come...
Okay, so he's done. Heard anything interesting
Nothing
out
I
there?
can think of, no. You know as much as I do at this point.
Yeah, this is kind of weird, this
Right.
system
Changing
that
the
they
subject.
have here. Know more about you. We only got one. So far, we've only got one companion. Quests. We got Kai's companion quest. That's the only thing we got. Apparently, the only other person that has companion quest is Marius, because I looked that up. See what
Ask
this
away.
says. Stan, you grew up in Solace. You know, situation. Let's go with this one.
Yes,
We're
I
not going
did.
back there.
The less we talk about that, the better.
I understand.
Thank you. Not everyone accepts that some things are best left in the past.
Something concerned me about how you did this, what languages that you're speaking. That's it for now, dude.
Changing the subject. What do you need? Until next time.
Alright. So, we need to go to Solace. We gotta go back there to the keep, or whatever that thing is. We gotta go back here and talk to the council. So, in order to do that, we just gotta get out of here and fast travel. Alright, let's do that. Let's do it right now. Take Marius with us again. And that's pretty good, I guess. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, let's go to the keep. I know he's probably not going to like this, but we're going to go there before we continue our journey on finding more in this area anyway. Before we continue in this area, try to find some more totem pieces. Let's go here. I don't know why they don't have a fast travel at the keep. You'll hear me say that more than once. I forgot to do this. I don't know if that has repercussions already or not from all the stuff we've been doing around the map. Where is it at? Where's the keep at? It's this way, isn't it? This way. Yeah, let's go this way. Look at how the lava flows down the building. That's pretty interesting. Love how they got the little heat waves here too. It's pretty hot here, I guess. Don't want to stand there too long. So we've already done some shit. We pissed off some people. We killed some guards
All this fresh?
to free the other guy.
Sucker. This is how you get the rations cut. Cash and work.
Saka. That reminds me, I need to make some saka, but I don't really have enough stuff to make
Mihala
saka.
kill me if she found out. Stop talking to yourself. I'm trying to focus.
I missed all this stuff the first time we came in here.
Be grateful for what we've been given.
Okay.
Under nose, the
Anything
world's
else?
worse out there.
We can agree to disagree. All I want is real food.
Alright, let's go
How am I
talk to the
supposed
council.
fight like this.
None for saving. You're too fragile for this world, my friend.
And I don't understand why this is the only place in the game that doesn't have its own map. The only, like, I would say big city. You know, the only main city or whatever. Alright, so the council's up here, I think. Plus I have another star metal piece, too. Let's go look at that. Will this guy make a sword for me? Because I have one more star metal piece.
You're back! What can I do?
Bam. I have more star metal.
Blessed day! What would you like done?
You mentioned a sword. Well, that's, yeah, so now we can get the sword.
Very
Okay.
good. This shouldn't take long. Let me show you why the council chose me to be master of this forge.
It didn't take long the last time.
This ought to be good.
It is done. I call it the Meteor Blade. Never
that one
before
out, too.
has anything I've crafted held such a wicked edge.
So I don't know,
Thank you for your kind words, outsider. I will take them to heart.
so I don't know where I find more star metal. I just stumbled across a piece here. Let's see what that looks like. The meteor, I forgot what it looks like. Okay, this does 144. This is doing 144. Oh, I see. Whatever he makes matches your level and what you have. Full combo attacks gives the hit enemy. So if you're playing this game differently, you don't want to give him the star metal until you're at a level that you want it to be. I see. Well, I see. That kind of makes sense. The full combo attack gives the hit enemy negative 20% damage for 15 seconds. Interesting. Hits deal 10% bonus frost damage. Okay. We could break this down too. Alright, let's go talk to the council. They're up here. Let's do a save here, I think. Where's Marius? There he is. Which way? I guess this way. So, oh, there she is. Yatsli, she's here too. Okay.
If we open our gates to outlanders, we stand to lose everything. They will
Komendant,
corrupt our people,
Mihala.
destroy our traditions. We will talk about this later. Yes. What is the meaning of this? Who let them in here?
They're here because I vouched for them.
Marius, you're alive.
There were rumors you died, Marius. We mourned you. You shouldn't have returned.
I trust you came back to us for good reason.
The Steel Garrote is at Mount Fior. Your lives are in danger. We believe the Steel Garrote have entered the Tusks. Your lives are in danger. You owe Marius a debt of gratitude for warning you of danger. He didn't have to come here. Which one? Let's go with we believe.
Our order has survived the threat of these lands for hundreds of years. Wardens patrol the region day and night. There's no danger in the Tusks that can catch us unawares.
They nearly destroyed a city full of animancers. If they come for solace, even these ancient walls won't save you. If that's all you'll do, you might as well not do anything.
Although I wonder why we should bother trusting you. We heard that you were responsible for a great many deaths in Shatterscarp. Give me a reason
were?
to tolerate you for even a second longer.
I did what was needed. I don't have to explain myself to you. I did what was needed. I don't have to explain myself to you. This isn't your place to comment. Let's see. One of these two. I did what was needed. Let's do... I don't know if I have to explain myself. Let's
Nor
do this
I
one.
to you. But you've brought us news. Now I'm curious. What do you expect us to do for you? It sounds like you have something in mind.
We're looking for a path to the garden. Help us put an end to the Dream Scourge. Given how our conversation is going so far, I don't expect much of anything from this.
There is no Dream Scourge in Galawain's tusks.
Nor has there ever been.
We've already seen it. Your living archives have already succumbed to the plague.
How can that be? The Dream Scourge has not touched the tusks.
My wardens would have warned us.
Maybe Solace is safe. But what good is that if the Dream Scourge gets everyone else in the tusks?
What if Nandru's Aegis no longer protects us?
I do not believe it, but I cannot risk the keep on doubt alone. You say you mean to end this plague of madness, Envoy?
Show us to the path. Show us a path to the garden, and we will.
There is no path.
Nor has there been for hundreds of years. There was a bridge once, but it fell in Nandru's time. How do you know of our garden, Envoy?
A god is imprisoned there. They spoke to me. We determined is the source of the Dream Scourge. Which one do I want to go with? Your garden. Determines the source of the Dream Scourge. A god is imprisoned there. They spoke to me and begged me to come.
The garden is our sacred purpose. Its observation and protection, a task handed to us by Nandru himself. He once wrote that the island spoke to him. Perhaps as it has spoken to you.
The Envoy does bear a remarkable resemblance to our founder, does he not?
The markings on your face. I recognize them. But I didn't want to believe an Adiran could have anything in common with Nandru.
I'm a godlike of the being in the garden. Maybe Nandru was too.
The godlike are gone.
There's at least one left, and he's standing right in front of you.
Perhaps you are what you say, but it does not matter. We did not lie to you. The bridge has fallen. The path is long gone.
If there is another way, Envoy, you will have to discover it yourself.
Guess
That
it
is
ever
what
no
your
help.
supposed steel garrote must be in the tusks to find, isn't it? I fear you and they will be disappointed.
Could you at least tell us where we might look?
Even if we knew of the potential of another path, we couldn't tell you. Your facial markings might be similar to Nandru's, but we will not change our ways for an accident of flesh and cartilage. You are an outsider and will remain one forever. The agent of an empire bent on destroying all that we have built. Envoy, you and those like you are why we are here. The Wardens exist to stand in your way.
Okay. I hope you're prepared to do with steel. I won't stop searching for a way to the garden.
I would expect nothing less from someone like yourself.
Goodbye, Envoy. Kostya, see the Envoy out of our halls. Enough time has been wasted on inconsequential matters.
With all due haste, Mihala.
And
Mihala.
Marius, don't stay gone so long next time.
If this is the kind of warm welcome I can expect, I can't wait to come back.
Follow me, Envoy.
We should have a chat with Mihala. See if the name Petru sets her on edge.
Still lingering, Adiran?
We need to talk about Petru.
Captain of the Wardens? He's away on an errand for me. What about him?
It's a pretty lie, but we both know that's not what happened. Did you imprison him, or did nature finish him off for you?
Pompous Adiran. I don't know how you found out, but I'd warn you to stay out of the Council's business. Petru's ideas are a danger to Solus and go against his oath. If you must pry, I can assure you, he is safe, and he will stay far away from Solus until he can be trusted again.
Imprisoning those who have different ideas than you is wrong.
You know what? I'd almost think you genuinely believe that if you didn't carry an endearing crest. Now be gone. I have other work to do, and I do not need to justify myself to you of all kith.
Leader
kith.
punishes those who speak against them. Sounds
What can we
familiar.
steal in here? Well, she's got a key, huh? Yeah, we could kill her. Probably not. Alright, let's go. Where's this other guy at? Is this the other guy? No. Did he go in this side? Let's see, we got a book up here. What's this book? Something with a lot of words to it. Okay, let's go. Where'd this other guy go? Is he waiting for us somewhere?
Envoy, I just wanted a word before you went on your way.
Okay, what's he want? I wanted to squeeze in a few more insults on the way. Want to squeeze if you're about to make me an apology, save it. I don't care.
I
Yes.
wanted to apologize for what happened in the council chamber. The situation here is desperate. We have more mouths than food. The old sicken, the young suffer. But Mihala, well, she's a devoted warden to her core. I think she'd rather we starve than ask for help.
What is going on in Solace Keep?
There are just not enough resources to go around. And it's causing people to fall ill. She won't let our people leave, or speak with outsiders, or trade for the resources we need. There is no reasoning with her. Anything that doesn't strictly serve our oath to Nandru is treason of the highest order. It's why I play my part where she can see. I don't want to risk her wrath.
She did seem quite bad. So you're a two-faced coward. You're picking your battles. This feels this feels like a different situation.
She's
Go with this one.
a zealot. She forgets that doctrine is worth less than living. Much like your Inquisitor Ludwig, I suspect. Two sides of the same miserable coin. Mihala has firm principles, and I respect the strength of them. But it's all so pointless. If we stay in this keep, we will surely die. Neither our oaths nor this keep will prevent our people from starving. Change must happen. We need to leave the keep. Do you understand me?
I don't think Ludwig has any principles. What do you want from me exactly?
The keep decays, and we drown in a rot. The wardens defend a corpse against that which would revive it. We will not last here much longer. Not without food, building materials, medical supplies. I let Nadiran trade caravans slip past our patrols, but that's hardly enough. We need so much more. All of which your ambassador in Paradis could provide. If I could only start the conversation.
Count me intrigued. Assuming I can help, what will you give me in return? Trade agreements aren't my specific wheelhouse, I'm afraid.
They needn't be. You're looking for another path to the garden. I don't know if there is one, but I know who might. You were right, you know. The Stilgarot are in the mines at Mount Forja, looking for the garden even as we speak. If they haven't found what you're looking for, they will soon. I hear their commander is a determined woman.
Why are you telling me this? You knew about the Steel Girl the whole time.
I lied to you. I'm sorry for that. I didn't intend to make you look like a fool. But I couldn't let Mihala know the truth. She would have had us rushing headlong to our deaths with no thought for how this situation could advantage us. The garden does not matter to me. Whether it's you or the Steel Garrote who find it, I don't care.
What about duty?
Forget duty. Duty cannot feed our children. Duty cannot keep us safe. The Inquisitor is a questionable creature, but she might be all that stands between us and doom. She has the Ambassador's ear. With her support, he might agree to trade with us.
Ambassador Hilgard is a reasonable man. You don't need Ludwig's support. You misunderstand the Ambassador's relationship with the Inquisitor.
I don't doubt it. But she is powerful, feared, and on my doorstep. And he is far beyond my reach.
I'm right here too, dude.
I am an aging dwarf from a small, fanatical order on the ass end of a volcanic wasteland. Against Mihala's wishes, I have written to him many times. He refuses to lend his ear. But if a powerful ally were to speak on my behalf, there might be something I could offer him. Something like the keep.
You give them the keep? Have you lost your Sundan mind?
I understand ridding yourselves of the keep, but to help the Steel Garrote? Disgusting.
The keep. Its inane traditions. None of that means anything to me. I want to offer up Solace Keep to Adir and the Steel Garrote in exchange for goods and gold. Its
This guy's a snake,
existence has
huh?
cost us so much. The least it can do is buy a future for our people.
Your wardens may well be relieved to no longer have to guard a place like this. I knew you were a snake.
She already knows what I intend. And
I
she
don't
doesn't
think so.
care. Because she doesn't believe your empire could see us as anything but rivals. An agreement may protect us from dying from deprivation, and perhaps also keep us safe from Adir's hunger.
You're a fool if you believe giving Adir a crumbling castle will protect you from them.
It might seem a foolish idea, but better to be a fool who tried than a coward who did not. I thought you'd empathize with this more. Your quest for the garden is also a fool's errand.
Regardless of what you think, I will find it.
And you've shared them all with me. I want you to get what you want, Envoy. My hope is that you don't kill the Inquisitor before I get what I want too.
Anyone who stands in my way declares themselves against me, even my fellow Adarians. Inquisitor Ludwig is out of control. Steel Garrote are unpredictable. They may force my hand. The thought had never crossed my mind. The Steel Garrote are my countrymen. If I see Ludwig, she's dead. Sorry. Let's do this.
I would never ask you not to defend yourself, Envoy. In any case, the Steel Garrote are at the Mount Forja mines. To get there, head west across the primordial depths. Do as you will. I believe the Pargrunen and the Adirians can forge a mutually beneficial alliance. That will not happen if there is unnecessary bloodshed.
There's always unnecessary bloodshed, dude. Read more in the journal. Okay, let's see what it says in the journal. Find the inn at this one, disappear. Our dreams divide us. The Steel Garrote have occupied the mines. Locate the Steel Garrote. The warden. Locate the steel garrote. Locate the entrance to the garden. Okay, so we don't have anything now. The entrance was supposedly down here, but I guess it's not. There's no way to get in there. Okay. So we could have went there and found that there's no way to get in, then we'd have to come up here and ask them. According to the device, the Gideon device you acquired in Shatterscarp, the way to the garden is located in the... Look for a godless tower perched along the southeastern cliff. So that they've marked that as... Oops. As we can't do that. Informed you that the steel garrote can be found at the mines. The warden was unable or unwilling to tell you about another route to the garden. You only lead is to locate the steel garrote and Gallowayne's tusks. They are also searching for the garden. You need to travel through the mines to track her down. Okay. I guess. Let's go. Okay, now we got everybody wants to talk to us. So let's go back to camping. Have a conversation with everybody.
Any news, Andrada?
Sorry, Geoffrey. Captain. No, the council's still going at it. I know how Mihala is.
Let's see. Do I have anything to sell while I'm here? Sell that guy down there. I don't think I do. Yeah, I got a couple. Diamond and a pearl, nothing really great. Alright, let's just get it. Let's go talk to everybody. We're gonna have a powwow with the team. Oh, gotta change controllers. Can't finish this off, huh? Yeah, we might be able to finish this off. Nope, doesn't look like it.
An outlander.
Shut up.
The food in Solace Keep is barely fit for a people.
Okay. Sorry about that. I ran out of juice.
Last working. We're not paying as much yet.
Let's see. We have a camp just to the left over here. Right over there. Let's go there. Talk to everybody. And then we'll continue on our trek. Well, actually, let's just do this because we want to go up here anyway. Hold on a second. Time out. I want to go up here and go over here. That's what I want to do. All right, let's go back here then. Mount Fiore. That's where we want to go. Hold on a second. Let me see something. Yeah, Steel Garrote is here. Can't get to the garden anymore, so we gotta find another way to get to the garden. Alright, I'm just checking stuff. Let's go here. See what everybody has to say. Oh, I want to talk. Everybody wants to have a conversation. Let's talk to Marius first.
Envoy, coming back to Solace is not easy for me. A lot of memories, not all happy ones.
Something happened to you here. Komendant Mihala seemed to think highly of
She
you.
took an interest in me when I first came to Solace. No idea why. I was an outsider and a child. She had every right to make me someone else's problem, but she didn't.
She must have seen something in you.
I struggle to see it myself. Maybe my mirror's dirty. Anyway, I need to ask a favor. Possibly.
Oh, maybe this is
big
his
one.
companion quest, huh? Of course, what do you need?
Since we entered Solace, I've been... Memories have come flooding back. It's been all I can think about.
It's only natural. You were gone a long time.
Seeing Mihala, I remembered coming here as a child, but... There's more. There was a village, and something went wrong.
Do you remember where this village is? Or what
I
happened?
don't know. I swear I'm trying. I just remember godless ruins, a flow of lava, and people lying down. I need to find that village, if it exists. There's something there I need to find. I just wish I knew what it was.
We'll go there as soon as we can. Are you sure you want to do this?
Not at all, but I feel like I need to. Anyway.
So...
Oh, good. Let's have it.
How did you learn your
When I
survival
was a child in
skills?
Solace, a warden named Alinka taught me the basics. What berries to eat, how to build a shelter, and so on. Later, I started going out on patrols, just to get experience in the wilds. By the time I was 15, I was going out on my own.
What did you do on patrol? Are you still in touch with her?
I was usually part of a small patrol, maybe 4 wardens. We'd travel the roads in Galawain's tusks, and I was in charge of camp. We'd make sure the Zarps weren't getting restless, the roads were clear of bandits, and the lava flows weren't flooding. Turns out I was just good at surviving on my own, so I kept doing it, and I kept getting better at it.
So this place isn't that big, man. How far did you guys patrol? Well, I'm grateful for your skills.
Well, good. Maybe show your appreciation by making sure Kai hangs his wet socks away from my tent. Because it's not that interesting, really, and knowing about it won't keep you alive, and I don't like talking about it. So why pry? Wouldn't you rather your wilderness guide be happy and unburdened by thoughts of his past?
Fine, you don't want to talk about it, we won't talk about it.
I appreciate that, Envoy. Anyway, what do you need?
So... I think I've earned a little more information. I think I've earned a little more information about your past.
Fine. You've been patient enough, I suppose. Right. Solace isn't an easy place to live. The food is stale and meager. The water tastes like steel and old meat. Everyone knows everyone else. No privacy, no silence, no time to yourself.
So you left for privacy.
I'm a wilderness expert. I can get privacy whenever I want it. Solace is a walled keep in the harshest region of the lands. Isolated is an understatement. Honestly, all of that was fine. But there was a peculiar kind of silence I didn't love.
Wait, you said there was no silence. No one told you they loved you?
Imdut, I was being dramatic. I have only the faintest memories of my parents, which was fine. I had friends and mentors and trainers and elders. When I asked about my real parents, though, they just told me I was safe now, and that the wardens were my family. I never knew if my parents were alive or dead. I like to assume that they had died fighting some giant monster in the tusks, but no one would say. When I asked for more, they changed the subject. Like I wasn't worthy of a backstory.
Everyone is worthy of knowing where they came from. Are you sure you're originally from the Living Land, so you don't know where you're from?
I mean, I know the important part. I'm from Solace, for whatever that's worth. My oldest memories are of Solace. My oldest friend is from there.
But you're missing out on family.
Maybe, maybe not. I've learned to stop worrying about it.
Let's talk about Godwin's Ducks. I'd love to get your thoughts. That's enough for now.
Not before I've done some reading.
Find his village. Okay, so that did come up.
Not go as planned.
It was a whole lot of exactly what I expected, honestly.
I've seen council meetings get out of control, but that one was for the books. Almost as
So it's
bad as
weird
when
how
I
they
asked
do
the
that.
governor for some unconventional equipment. He nearly had a heart attack.
So it's weird how they do that. The companions that weren't with you know what happened. I don't. That's weird. Trying to protect her people. Costa seems more innovative in his thinking, at least.
Old customs struggling to fix new problems. It's remarkable, really, what people do for traditions that have lost all meaning. The garden is your birthright, and the wardens don't seem to know why they're guarding it in the first place. If anyone has a right to enter the garden, it's you.
Whenever I go, I have to prove myself. Wherever I go, to prove myself to strangers.
Such is the life of an envoy. The council made their choice. If they won't let you into the garden, we just have to find another way.
Okay.
Thanks for talking.
Oh, we'll get some more from Marius. God, these people talk a lot.
Talking to Kostya, it's gotta be nice to meet someone who's happy to see adherence for a change.
He's not. He's a scumbag. What do you think about Acosta's plan for a deal with Adar?
I can tell he's
Adar.
struggling against the current, which is a shame because he's looking out for his people rather than an old building. Tradition and history have their place, but I just can't see putting it ahead of the welfare of the living. But you're the envoy. I'm wondering what you think about it.
He's obviously right. It's reckless. He's betting his people's future on a risky deal and assuming they'll adapt. You shouldn't make that kind of decision on everyone's behalf. This is both pretty good here.
Maybe so. Sometimes you just work with what you got. Rawatai's grown over the centuries through dozens of expansions, conquests, and alliances. Many were bloody and hard-won, but I still can't find myself wishing for the alternative. We wouldn't have lasted if we stayed a small Almawa tribe struggling against a barren, stormy spit of land.
Would the peoples you've absorbed into your empire feel differently?
Some would, some wouldn't. You of all people would know there's no simple answer to that. The question is, do you really think Kostya and his people are better off sticking around here than taking their chances with Adir? Or striking out into the Living Lands?
They know how to survive the tough. They should stay here. Anything's better than this. That's not for me
Perhaps
to say.
there's no one who should make that decision, but someone will have to. Night, envoy.
Alright, so
They
what
really
about
were
this?
rude to you at the keep, weren't they?
I can never
I
get
left
her to
Solace. I didn't
All right, let's
expect
go
him
talk
to
to
throw me a
Marius.
blessed day party. Envoy? Sorry. I've been in my head ever since we left Solace, thinking about the village.
It's understandable.
I'm tired of it. You need me focused, especially in the Tusks, where just breathing wrong can kill you. Still, I don't know why I'm thinking about this village, or even why it feels so important.
We'll
What
go
if
find it, dude.
I get there and... oh, I don't know, I fall apart. Memories flood in and I don't know who I am anymore. Or worse, what if it's nothing?
If you feel this strongly about it, it's not nothing. The only way to know is to go there and find out. You're stronger than all that, Marius. You will overcome this. will do so whether you're worried about it or not.
But maybe it's better not to know. There was a story.
Jesus, dude.
The warden who saw the future. There was a young warden who thought she could see the future. She'd think about things and they would come to pass. She was worried about her father falling ill, and he did. She feared her friend would die of exposure. It happened.
Go on.
One day, she was with her patrol unit guarding a watchtower, and she was struck by a terrifying thought. She just knew in her gut that Solace was under attack. Zareps or ogres or fire blights from the wastes.
So she left her post to stop the attack.
Oh, you've heard this one. The young warden tried to alert her unit, but they didn't seem concerned. They said she was delusional. So she left the tower to go protect Solace. And she found nothing there. Meanwhile, her post came under attack. Her whole unit was killed because she abandoned it.
I doubt the whole unit was killed because she abandoned it. She should have stayed at her post. Her future sight was just her worries about what might happen. That's really a dark story.
And they tell it to children. What if I'm seeing the future? I can't stop thinking about this village, as if I'm trying to predict what will happen.
The difference is that you haven't left your post. You sought help from your unit. We're here to support you. You can't predict what will happen. Let's do this one.
I'm fortunate to have you all here. Anyway, I appreciate the talk, Envoy. I clearly have some things to figure out. Anyway.
Yes, you do. Anyway.
Thanks for talking.
Alright, are we good? Everybody done? You're good. Yosley never wants to talk, which is good. Alright, let's call it a video here. Let's see where this is going. Companion quests. I think is this going where we want to go? It is. So that's a happy coincidence, except that I gotta bring Marius with me. He's not that good. We'll figure that out. So, if you're watching, thanks for watching. See ya.